better. But Darkzerro, that's just been the theme whenever you and I saw on that graphic with the Groot instead. If they
EMEA's typically techie, such a threat on that hero themselves. They're bringing the Strange right to it though, and they want the team, the action, aggression here as Nectar 21% gets some good opening fire shots. They're going to rotate to the bottom. 5 seconds for point. Open up. Good shield and movement here. They are the space makers for the team. The Vanguards continue to push in there as Madara and Co behind them. Impunity climbing the walls up, doing it all on the Vanguard. I think Crimzo is completely underrated constantly for this team. Crimzo now pushing in. The walls are ready. The traps are set. See if they can get the mouse to take the cheese or do these Hail Mary imprisonments from time to time in this Vicky as Techie is having and imposing their will. It's going to be now the quick swallow from Marinko once again. And it's just going to be Sentinels getting this point as they continue to sustain it down. And Vicky, this is how they started last time against this team. They won domination to open things up.
And good, amazing terror caves from Velocity. It was a back-to-back that landed on both of those Vanguards. That's what caused Crimson to go down and what forced out the invisible boundary that's now not on the table. Neither is Exterminate. Ranko really only with the Itch Jeff. Korova to match.
Right healing. Okay, there's the Extermination and leading the fight. They've got to win this one. They're using it on Crimzo and Co as they push back. Don't get anything from it though, Vic.
Yeah, they really wanted to capitalize off of another good terror cape from Velocity, and now Crimzo walks up. Heroes close to that 95% of oppression right now on the point. Ranko has the Itch Jeff coming up right afterwards, but they need to recontest.
What a play, what a way. Now as it's Jeff off, Jeff violence. This is what you've come here for. Throw your bets in. What Shark's coming on top now? Crimzo getting the team back into this thing. The Jeff opens up, looking for more food. Came up empty last time. Marinko is
trading in their favor while also keeping Armory alive. Even more important, while Techie taking a good chunk of that damage. Same thing with Crimzo. If you look at Smash, though, it's the Extermination that's going to put Darkzerro in the driver's seat. Avery doesn't have that, and it's met with the invisible boundary. Good save here from Armory. And Korova, it's Thanksgiving coming early. Everyone's grouped up together. They try to reserve the Meteor M. Madara trying to look onto the other side, and Korova being able to find that Zing Doctor Strange.
Madara is out of here. They do still keep the point, though. Darkzerro, even with not a lot on there, it's Impunity. The Menace running around, trying to get me, he says, as he plays right around the Celestial Sword, staying alive. Wow, what a sustained effort. How?
Dude, there's no way. It took so long.
Gets Madara out of there. Good stagger fest, 38% to 24. This is as close as it gets, Vic.
Looking at the old economy here too, Impunity has a reset potential with the Feast of the Abyss. You get the follow-up as well once Amazing has that external. Armory still finds Amazing. They still have the number advantage in their side as they near 99%.
Yeah, the Clash of Comms. Impunity's gonna be able to jump install this thing. They don't need the Strange swap over as they're gonna continue this fight. Overtime's ticking. Georgia is waiting.
Gets a taste of his own medicine, and Velocity comes in with the Eternal Bond to move up with the rest of Darkzerro because they had reclaimed this point first here and already nearing 50%.
Yeah, did they just play Symbian tennis, Vicky? Did you see the way that Venom was going back and forth? That was hysterical now as Nectar's gonna try to find more. The 1, the 2, the dance execution. Hitting those arrows, dancing away. It's the Assassin Waltz once again. It doesn't press the reset button and dies.
This is so cinema. We're seeing counters on counters, right? You see the Itch Jeff, so then you force out the other Itch Jeff. You force out the Diamond Form to not get taken up by the mouths of that Jaws, and instead, then you get countered by Smash, and the counter focus on having that ultimate available to deal with Renko. Sentinels still have here, and Smash finding Avery. Number advantage now in favor for Darkzerro as they flip the point, and they needed it with Sentinels already being at 99%.
Him down, out of bounds, just spitting him right out of there like a shot put. Good distance and measurement there from Korova. Always feels like he knows exactly where he needs to be for the throw off. Who
dangerous the Kraken impact does not get the reset. Smash had saved that for Renko. He makes a swap over to the Doctor Strange as they're going to be portaling into recontest.
Up again, dead again. I mean, he was trying to find his next target, but they found him. Techie, Nectar, and more as they're looking for the recap. Amazing back over to Strange. No, they can portal touch here. The cap's gonna
number advantage in favor for Sentinels with overtime ticking away in favor for Darkzerro as the Butterfly comes out and they clean up whatever is left of Darkzerro.
Holy, Butterfly's in, body's out. It was fatal. What a way to hold things down. It's Sentinels once again taking domination. Trying to do. Every punch was a counter punch, right? It just felt like a chess match out there. You know, you have the Ultron play. No, it's gonna be Madara throws up the Meteor M. Oh, the Jeff comes up. They say no. It was counter for counter.
That's why the Jeff was a big problem too. They had to reserve ultimates just for these Jeffs. But then you see the portal would rather prioritize.
And last time from playing cap on this map, as Techie is going to look for more. It's going to be Avery with the first lap though. Smash goes down. Once again, Smash been going down kind of early here for Darkzerro. We'll look to get that set up because when you have Rymazing over to Ultron, that's kind of to live to the team's name. Impunity follows, and at this point, there's going to be no answer, but Techie will get the magic out. They're going to get 1.2 point cap. This is the cap to fight, but no, they're going to pull back. Techie is too late on that. Oh my goodness, they actually go to the portal and it's just not timed.
Also force out a set.
Amazing. That will be what they look for, as Avery's going to do good here to keep the team up with the pressure out. Wow, Nectar with the Rymazing hit. It's going to be the slam up, slam down. No connection. Kurova's going to get the Resvic.
Trying to get the cheeky slam down, and now with Kurova bringing everybody back together, they can get even more aggressive. As Avery, with this extermination, trying to be an Angela plays here. We've been seeing it happen a lot, but they need to recontest this. He gets frozen by velocity, and they can't even recontest. They get the second checkpoint, and Madara's going crazy on the Magneto, but this is the wrong timing. If you're Sentinels right now, not only have they found themselves staggered, but they have yet to stall once. As the Angela has come to play, cue the music, the shish kebab and all, and it works out perfectly on this point.
Heaven falls, but hey, how about you go visit hell for a second? Throws him right off this on how not to ult. I mean, they used everything there. Vicky did not work out. Nectar found the best there. Smash. Kurova brought them back, trying to get more. Heaven falls once again. This time, no ledge to be found. It's going to be the seduction coming from Techie. Trying to join in with Crimzo there. Vanguard on Vanguard, helping the team out too. They had to have this play, though, if they wanted to win this map. They were on full overdrive, but get a good stop here. Velocity gets a pick on Crimzo, though. That's going to allow the team to push in. Techie's facing some heat now. They're going to have one down. Now the extermination comes out to Rymazing, pushing forward. Vicky, they've got, Nectar saved there at the last dance.
From all cancels here to resetting rank.
So Darkzerro does have that advantage here. They can be a bit more buttoned up from what we've seen, Vicky, as the teams continue to collide. Once again, in the team comps, they look Ash and Madara to continue this thing at the hands of Rymazing in the sky, Vicky. And one thing to notice, obviously, Nectar over to the Jeff, wants to have the big moments to throw him off the edge and face them as You Are Nothing pops. Good reset on the health that was going. Yeah, that's the big one that Nectar was looking for, trying to find Kurova in this thing, but he doesn't care about Born Again. Gobble, gobble. It's not Thanksgiving, but he's making it look like it.
Oh, we got to get through the first holiday first here. It's looking like Halloween, a little scary, as a nice dagger comes out and Sentinels get this payload moving.
Yeah, beautiful. They actually had the perfect counter, and that's why Nectar went over there, but this is the difference. Last time, Techie didn't get the jump in, and this time, the tick left is going to give him a fight in this. Armory now first.
To clear up the space that Sentinels were unable to do when they were the ones on the other side.
Oh my goodness, what a matchup we have. I mean, just incredible. And Nectar just knowing exactly what hero he needs to go to make the biggest difference here. They continue to do that as, it's Kurova v Nectar. I'm telling you, it's the battle of fates, the duel of fates. Quoted John Williams earlier, we're seeing it. Has the high ground, throws it to the low ground. It's done for Kurova with the bring back, but Nectar's been saving those ults for it. Madara now just trying to find safety. They burn that quickly. Good rotation, though. They know that they can hold a point here. It's a fast point two for Darkzerro. Up go.
Is in sight, Cozy. Going to be able to try to clear more of this space. No Angela shenanigans this time around, and with the extermination from Rymazing, this forces Sentinels to back away to help heal for the backline because there's a pesky Captain America harassing those strategists, and Rymazing is able to find Techie the moment he turns around.
Yeah, now as Avery's cooking up, it's got the Kraken impact here. Nectar
to hit its mark. Looking behind, though, you try to land it on the rooftop. Captain America assembling the rest of the Avengers. It's another counter rotate from Sentinels, and the Freedom Charge is dwindling away their time bank.
Yeah, right now, the MVP is just the environment just blocking these mag ults. Avery finds Smash, though, and there's Kurova, and Num Num is going to come right after it. Yep, there it is. Nectar again. It's going to be now match time for time. My goodness, we saw this in baseball. 15th inning now. We have the 40 seconds, 40 seconds. Legendary Smash yells. He gets one out of it. That's more than happened on map 1 in this similar situation. Rinko's a big one at that. Puts a stop to the show as Abe Swish. He's at 30 points and climbing for this basketball game as he's got the Spaceball special going up, going down. This is the same moment, the same court. Show's on, show is out. Mori is what you gotta stop this man.
Following the script, Cozy.
One first from Sentinels. Last time, Darkzerro won it out from here. Crazy.
Smash 2 really stepping up, especially within their defense. 13 final hits, as we saw, 32 and 14.
Looking at what they want to lock in.
There with Rymazing also having that damage boost, being on the Mantis. Korova building into that ultimate, and they are running that Loki and Adam Warlock, so it's going to be Born Again all over your screen. Something that Sentinels want to pinpoint, with Renko being on point on finding exactly where that Karmic Revival has been.
A good aerial advantage there with the semi float up from the Smash. Shooting down the meteors as now it's Thing and
the reset from Avery from Sentinels.
Yeah, Sentinels full commit here. I mean, every single ult flashing, screens melting, graphics cards dying. There's the Agamotto in response to the push away from Madara. Does get a bit of it, but no connection there as the rotate happens. Korova does have the resurrection. Good use and all-in mentality there from the team. Crazy way to start that off with the portals. Felt like Spider-Man falling through the multiverses. Techie Rymazing out of here, but Korova still has it.
Pretty fitting for the setting right now. Shredder's backline, finding out the Loki, trying to force out those lanterns, and that's the goal ultimately before backing away, forcing all of them to back towards the side of that one corner as Avery and Nectar have found him out, and Darkzerro have been wiped from the floor.
Behold, Nectar! And this is the thing, it just complements their playstyle so much.
Magneto Bubble to protect that strategist as Nectar takes a quick nap at the hands of Rymazing, and Korova still with a board again from the back as an Eye of Agamotto comes down, but a great save from Velocity and those lamps. He gets the copy, he gets the Soul Resurgence, and you hear the Karmic Revival to put Darkzerro in the driver's seat.
You're back on the Shark too. You know, tired of that Korova. How's that answer the call?
He's going to be approaching that It's Jeff. Darkzerro have the Meteor M to pinpoint exactly where that Shark's at. Legendary, almost online here as Madara closes in the gap. Oromori's got that in. Wipe them up after what we just saw Sentinels do to Darkzerro, and they're still conserving 2 of these ultimates. Really, with Velocity, you can make it 3. This is going to be a very long fight with the sustain that Darkzerro have to work with. This forces Crimzo for some desperate playmaking abilities with the Angela.
Don't know if I love this. They got the plan already, though, and the attack they're looking for.
Speed boost.
Oh, boy.
From the dance-off, the sleep. Madara finding Techie here. Crimzo could try to go in for the biggest shish kebab together with Avery and the Kraken Impact. The legendary next from Smash as he's been...
Was Moon Knight. Man, taught me so much on this hero on early conversations back in December. The teams look to reset, and he's going to go off of Khonshu onto Frank Castle instead. Just going to get that pressure to kind of blow through here in the main street.
Seeing more of that final judgment that wants to come out. Sentinels and having Renko here as he gets this.
As they push in now with the Storm.
Fear nothing. No meeples here as the BRB brings back Nectar. Omega Hurricane to follow up right afterwards. And Renko uses the It's a Beautiful shield that we just saw coming up from Crimzo. They look behind the Sonic Seduction, and Renko gets away with sending Korova off the map.
Again, great defensive hold here from Sentinels, who made this first point look easy. Again, this is where a lot of their pick bands were focused to try to get Executioner looking for more. Armori called it for him in the past, calling it now as the Magneto rises up. More protection coming, hopefully, as the bubble goes down, but nothing from it, Vicky.
The moment Crimzo tries to use a Meteor M, it just gets deleted at the final judgment. You have to use it point blank in his face, but the bubble protect from Madara is always protecting Rymazing just in case too. All green light here for that legendary. No invisible boundary to counter that, and now it's the portal recontention up here on the high ground. Gotta look to the rooftops. Less than 5 seconds on the clock, and they cannot get off this point.
And Punity can't set up the back line picks. Have to go down together. Smash could have just flown out of that thing easily, though. It's one big one out of the fight. Rinko, though, to follow. It's going to be the Soulbound, keeping this team alive. Rymazing and Korova swap the roles. Time is ticking. Pixels are the difference between the 2-1 start. Madara gets the pick on Avery, though. Vicky, Korova to follow. Can they... Oh, no!
No!
0, 2.
Oh, my God.
No! Already from Central Park and
point there, and when you look at this,
rolling out with the magic, as Rymazing has told us before here, Cozy, how much he loves that character.
Yeah, when Amazing pulls a blade, everything changes and just continues to show. And, you know, it's the chance for them to stop this point one. What a start.
I think it's just another day at work for Madara. The follow-up, too, with impunity. Avery does not go down without a fight before trying to force out that reset. And now Sentinels have to try to restabilize here before they get to the second checkpoint.
You just tell.
From Nectar, has some safety with Oromori and that invisible boundary, but it was a double strategist ultimate, it looked like, because Renko was also popping that Fate of both worlds. Here comes Kurova, though. He's found the Luna Snow, and, wait, not his own Venom.
Everything, shoot your teammates off or not. They get the point two, and right now, holy sword flash, clutch slash, it's magic. Amazing continues to push in. We got a quick pause. I think it's probably
also forcing them to counterpoint and trying to path and then avoid the strangling prison too.
We keep highlighting it. Crimzo, he's very loose with those ults, and that one did not connect to anything as Madara was able to protect his team with the shield. The kneeling commences. Techi's looking for that backline of impunity that's just been so annoying. There with another push as Amazing was thirsty for more. There it is, trying to find Avery in this thing. It's Armory who did the push last time. Teammate on teammate. It's now Armory down at the hands of Amazing. Can you believe it here as they find themselves closer and closer? Point three, 2 minutes left. The most perfect push we've seen between them yet, as now trying to get anything going. It's Avery. He's down. It's Dark.
5 seconds.
Dark job here. Hold Darkzerro with a quick defense opened up. Again, not the triple Vanguard as we typically see, Vic, as we continue to highlight. Smash now with quick dash. They did have the save there, and they allow.
You have to look for Renko too. The strategist could be in shambles, and Nectar could be the insurance policy that they need with the resets. And with Kurova getting caught out here too, Velocity to keep Darkzerro in this stall, but the block off from the group wall is preventing him from going anywhere.
Yeah, nothing you could. I mean, that was straight on, as that was a clean finish there. Point number one. Both teams using everything to get it. Extermination is ready for Amazing. Point two was super clean, though, from Darkzerro. The tougher part of this map, we typically see point one. That one, who is playing at that role Amazing used to play there on Sentinels. Rises up to the moment. This is point two. This part of the point is everything, though, Vic.
This is the hard part here, and with Velocity approaching that fate of both.
Techie, it's the whole team on it. Kurova, goodbye. Hello, point two, as they continue to push in this thing. Amazing Madara with the two, though. It's now Amazing Madara. They all go down, and so does the hope to stop point two in its tracks.
And with the group walls there too. Nobody to break through this. They have more than enough time to get Madara in the process to bring him right back around as Sentinels together with the Crimzo Strangling Prison. It's the Wombo combo as everybody from Darkzerro falls.
Dude, no matter what these teams do, the other meets the expectation. Vic, it's crazy. You got a point one hold? Okay, we'll do it too. Oh, you push the map instantly. Photo out. Madara frozen after the stun. It's going to be Nectar down though. Vic, that's a big pick.
I'm getting whiplash watching Avery right now, and he's cooking up something good. It's Hell's Kitchen here as Avery is setting the board on fire, but with Madara finding Crimzo, that's a big pick because that Strangling Prison was coming up. Meteor M coming up instead here for Techie as Armory gets another advantage. Overtime ticking away, and they don't need the extra time back to get to this finish line.
1 for 1 every time. By far, the reason they got that far was Avery. Absolute menace there.
Trying to avoid getting hit, also helping PO4, Oromori, and Renko. Crimzo being on the Angela to disrupt the piece, trying to dive into that back line. They cannot get up this point. In the next 15 seconds, as it would be forced into overtime. Darkzerro having Amazing in the extermination, though. Visible boundary. No survivability from Sentinels. Overtime ticking away, and now with Crimzo going down, Sentinels are at a disadvantage. No numbers on their side. Darkzerro, they've cleared this point.
It's the slam dunk that gets it started. The alley-oop from Kurova. Impunity. It's
Madara taking a good chunk of that damage. Amazing goes down next, and Smash harasses Crimzo, sending him back. Renko had that BRB already up earlier on, and now Sentinels need to re-engage with Avery being on the Adam Warlock.
But did he use it on anyone? Did Renko use that?
I didn't see it over there. Like, he could have been outside the range.
I think it was I think it was pushed too far ahead. As Smash gets 1-2, make it 4. Super Smash goes out here with the Madara flush in the finish.
The Jeff didn't work a good amount of times by the end point of their defense. They had made the swap here, but the Rymazing Magic, man, seeing Rymazing back on Magic, as we get to see the beautiful highlight, by the way, expecting his Venom to come right back. Kurova was like, oh, I didn't know that you needed me to help you out there. You know, I just thought you were going to swing back around, but it be your own sometimes. We have some funny moments here, but also some great success with Sentinels also trying to find their footing when they got dominated on when they were the ones on the defense.
Locking in their best here. Impunity on the Hulk, though, with the Rymazing on the name wars. A nice swap up of things. Been able to do a lot of work there. Good call and a good change of pace is now going for the point lock right away. It's going to be Sentinels on the point first.
Usually forced to rely on this, and the Gamma Squid on domination. We've seen
Namor and Hulk combination. Impunity truly can do it all, showcasing it right here. Good peel from Crimzo, but not enough.
It's a horror story whenever you see Hulk just jumping on your head and you're a flyer and you're trying to get away. You're literally one shot. You get stunned, and guess who's me? But a shutdown off of that grab here too. Techie laying it down. Here comes the whale. The sounding of the 7 trumpet to only find Crimzo. Terror Cape, but no follow-up as the Sonic Seduction follows up. And Avery and the Legendary as Avery gets countered by the Sonic Seduction at the hands of Mara. But shutting down Smash is even bigger. But you have to find Kurova and that Karmic Revival. Waiting out as Darkzerro give this space over to Sentinels here. Sentinels want to build up into these ultimates, as now with Darkzerro having that Gamma Squid, they're trying to prevent them from setting up.
All right, now Nectar trying to look for more. Avery's been responsible so far for the success on this part of the point, but Kurova's going to get Nectar out of here. That's a big play from the Golden God himself. What's on the team? Trying to get that poke early. Has the whale, throws it down. It's a quick finish and exit from Rinko, who gets out of there, throws up the amplifier, and Avery's going to be diving in there. No seduction this time from Madara to keep them at bay, and Avery's going to find Smash through it twice now. Smash going down to that Star-Lord. Rymazing throws 1, make it 2. Can't afford that point to go back. 99% in climbing. Avery getting low. Rymazing trying to off now as Rymazing finds Nectar. Madara finds Avery. Darkzerro looking to get this first point.
They're looking to just push them off at this point because they have the number advantage. Ranko gets stunned, and Crimzo falls low. No survivability, and now look at this ult economy. Darkzerro have the Born again. They have the second other ultimate to work off of, and they have the advantage after winning round number 1.
Trying to find the ground, Madara tank feet tank. It's a Legendary now from Avery, trying to find some opening for this team, but Smash, and now Techie go down. Sentinels, their backs are against the wall here, Vic.
The BRB is not getting the same output that they're looking for, while Velocity is just staggering and allowing themselves to linger on this point.
There's Avery finds a Triton with his name written in cursive as they push through. Madara continues to find success. Rinko and Armor, though, both are going to ult together, but it's enough now. But that could pay the price later, Vic.
Gave him the pen and paper for Sentinels to take it over instead. Armor getting the quick 2K at the very end. And while Darkzerro, they roll out. They have the portal, then they actually make the switch.
Can see Atlanta, they're ready. Now with Smash, Madara, Kurova. Ults up, Nectar still has it, 74-55. It's the punch-off between two GOATs. Now as Impunity bounces back to his team. Good peel, good poke as they both continue to do, Vicky.
3 ultimates ready to go, nearing 9.
Oh my gosh, everything used, everything played. Impunity jumping off the edge to get back with his team. 59%. Y'all, this is exactly what we thought. Impunity, Rymazing, both have ult ready on the opposition. Nectar close, Techie behind. But Vicky, the big difference maker here is this is going to just be... Smash will be the first to get there, but the strategists are pretty far behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they are forged, and tonight Darkzerro writes their name.
It's not easy. It's not easy.